Yo, check, 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 check. Mic check 1 2 1 3. Live from the 316. No, it's not the 316. Live and direct from the 91 Sickness, Northern California, Sacramento. You know, I meant to grab my CIA shades, and now you guys can see my eyes, which I didn't want, but that's okay. So yo, I got nobody in the chat, but fuck it. I'm gonna start doing these until I get some people in the chat. Eventually, people will catch on, or people can just watch the playbacks and shit like that. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You guys can't see my fake microphone. It's not tall enough. Maybe if I no, I need that. Let's go ahead and use Collie. So I get a little bit of energy. Oh, you know what? Let's do a double whammy right here. Let's do it like this. Okay, check, check. Yeah, there we go. So you guys can see the microphone in the camera. Yeah. This is my mic. Okay. So, YouTube chat with nobody in it. This is Hotep Future. That's today, the name of today's stream. I actually meant to call it the Ink Runs Red stream or podcast, but whatever. It's not a podcast. I guess it's just a stream. So today I will be badmouthing your favorite anime, sprinkled in with tidbits of Hotep knowledge and or occult science and mysticism. I am a self-initiated mystic. I am a devotee of the Hindu goddess Kali, the goddess of immense destruction. Kali is the goddess of immense destruction because why is that? You might be wondering. Well, let me tell you. She's the goddess of destruction because she destroys all false illusions that are keeping you bound in mental slavery so you can achieve enlightenment. She is the goddess who bestows you with enlightenment. You've probably seen her depicted before. She has blue skin, the forearms with the spear, a guy's head, a knife in one of her hands with the bowl and the severed head, and she has her foot on Shiva's chest. That's her consort. The lore on Kali is that she was created by all the Hindu gods. There was a demon king terrorizing the realms. So they created Kali by combining all their different powers to basically make her an ultimate goddess. She also represents Brahma, which is the ultimate reality or the ultimate achievement of enlightenment, divine illumination. So then she goes on a rampage, slaughters all the demons. That's why you always see her with her tongue out like, ah, she has the fucking knife in her hand and the spear. And then she was totally out of control. She went berserk. So Shiva, her divine consort, lays down flat on the ground. And then when she's slaughtering and she looks down and steps on him, she like almost kills Shiva. Then she like calms down and like comes out of her Hulk state. So Shiva was the original Betty Ross from Incredible Hulk, basically. That's the lore. I became a devotee to Kali. I don't know. It's been like maybe 2 years. I have a big ass tapestry of her. To enact a deity or an entity or a god, you really just need a totem of them and some kind of understanding of their lore. And then you can invoke them, bro. They're just energy centers. They're really placeholders to where the energy you invoke will be manifested through you. So you will become a living vehicle of the deities that you summon and or invoke. Currently, I am reading one of my Russell Banks classics. Russell Banks is the greatest novelist of all time, in my opinion. He's true master. Bliss in Paradise. He made transition a few years back. My favorite book of all time is Rule of the Bone, which is why I have my. Can you guys see? Is it backwards? I don't even know where my own tattoo is right now. That's how fucked up I am. My crossbones tattoo. That's how fucked up I am. I don't even know where my own tattoo is. I have a crossbones tattoo on my neck, which is from the book Rule of the Bone. This book is called The Darling by Russell Banks. And he wrote this in 2004. Rule of the Bone came out in 1995. This one was written in 2004. And this book is special because this is after he wrote Cloud Splitter, which is kind of like his magnum opus ultimate work. It's a huge ass book about John Brown, the revolutionary, the white revolutionary from Civil War period during antebellum slavery. He was fighting against the white slavers and fighting on behalf of black people. Dick Gregory called him one of the greatest white men who ever lived. Both of his sons died and were killed as abolitionists fighting against slavery. Russell Banks lived down the street from where he was buried. He would claim that he was haunted by his ghost. He was pretty much obsessed with this, telling the story of John Brown and turning it into literature, turning it into a novel. But he kind of got stuck on it, similar to what happened with Tarantino when he was working on Inglourious Bastards for hella years, and then I guess it took him a while. So similar thing. So then Russell Banks decided to take a break. He put himself into the subculture of mall rats, and then that's how we end up getting Rule of the Bone, which is my ultimate Bible for life. So then he did Cloud Splitter. This book's from 2004, so this is after the Cloud Splitter era. This book is about Liberia, and it's about chimpanzees, and it's about Africa, and it's about a warlord. It's about a white lady who goes and marries an African man, and they get involved with a warlord, some shit like that. So this book is going to be the shit. I haven't started it yet. But the quote from the inside to where I know this is going to be classic Banks is Russell Banks's 20th century Liberia is as hellish a place as Joseph Conrad's 19th century Congo. The only creatures that behave with humanity are the apes. A dark and disturbing book. So you know this shit's going to be crazy. So speaking of that, let's talk about animal rights. Let's do a brief departure for animal rights because I am an animal guy as far as I've always studied the animal kingdom my whole life. Bliss in Paradise to my pit bull Lucius. He passed away. That was my animal familiar spiritual guide in this lifetime. So I've always studied the animal kingdom since I was a kid. I used to get the little zoo books and fucking read through all the different animals and shit like that. The white-horned rhino has gone extinct. The last surviving male white-horned rhino died. There's only 2 females left, so it is officially an extinct species that cannot be reproduced unless they clone it, which I don't think they're even going to do. So RIP to the white-horned rhino. It's been around since prehistoric times, I think like 50 million years. Yeah, great job, humanity. Great fucking job, humans. Chimpanzees, gorillas. So if you watch the show Trafficked with Mariana Van Zeller, she did an episode about this. In Africa, in the Congo, I believe it was Congo. That's where the chimpanzees and the gorillas are, I think, in the jungle. Basically, for the animal trade, they go and they will kill an entire family of gorillas just to take like 1 or 2 of the babies. Same with chimpanzees. And then they sell those to like rich oil lords in fucking Saudi Arabia and shit, or zoos. Super fucked up, bro. So this book is going to tap into my love for the primates. Honestly, I feel like primates need to be given human rights so they can't be killed and or interred and caged in zoos. I really do think that somebody should be out advocating for gorillas and chimpanzees to be given human rights because they're so intelligent. They're probably more intelligent than us, honestly, because we're not dumb enough to commit genocide against ourselves, you know? So anyway, sidelining that, let's badmouth your favorite anime, because that's what I said I was going to do. If I had my phone is charging. So what we're going to do is I'm going to keep this stream going for a little bit. And then once I think my phone has enough battery, because there's no point of grabbing it if it only has 20%, it's going to die on TikTok. I'm going to let it charge up for like maybe 15 minutes here, 20 minutes. And then I'll go ahead and throw on the TikTok live, and then I can get the TikTok live going too. And then we can do a DP. We can DP this shit, you know? But anywho, Mary Sue, what the fuck's good, YouTube? You know, I've been on YouTube for a long time. I've done a lot of podcasts. I've done a lot of shit on YouTube. Nothing's ever really gone up. I mean, in recent, like the last like 2 years, last year and a half, I did get up to like 300 subscribers, and you know, I have videos. I've gotten, you know, thousands of views here and there, and you know, my channel has like, I don't know, 200,000 views or something like that total across all my videos. But you know, I've never gone viral. I've never gone totally viral. I would like to go viral. Honestly, I would like to go viral. You know what? I'm not even gonna put my business out there like that. I'm not gonna put my business out there. No, I got fired from my job, bro. I've been unemployed for a couple months. I am a full-time otaku author in 2025. I'm a full-time Amazon KDP self-publishing author. I just had a little mini nervous breakdown earlier. Pulled down all my books off of Amazon. Instant regret. Yeah, instant regret. I got pressured by haters on TikTok talking shit about my AI art So I said, fuck it, all none of these books are gonna sell. So I unpublished all my books. I gotta republish all my books. But that's okay. They're still there. They didn't go anywhere. Plus, I have new books. I'm working on new shit. I'm a novelist. Okay, I'm a novelist. I am the heir to Hunter S. Thompson. I swore a blood oath to Hunter S. Thompson that I would live and die for gonzo journalism until I die. So even my fiction is still gonzo journalism. I incorporate realism. I incorporate elements of history, cultural analysis, cultural anthropology, folklore, mythology. All of that shit is what they call the humanities. I am what's called a public intellectual. So I'm self-educated. I dropped out of high school, dropped out of college. I was MVP of my college newspaper. Da, da, da. I went to college for a year, junior college, whatever. But I just do my own thing. I'm very anti-establishment. I'm against the system. Buck the system, all that shit. I just do my own thing. But I study a lot of shit. People would say, "Oh, you're stupid. You dropped out of school. You must be a fucking idiot." But I read a lot of fucking books. Here's the thing. It's not how many books you read. It's what the fuck you read. Does it have substance? I only read specific shit. I only read certain shit. I don't just read anything and read what people say. This makes you smart if you read this. You know, one of my go-to smarty pants archives that I have in my catalog of books is I read Sun Tzu's Art of War. I have this big collector's volume, Sun Tzu's Art of War, Tao Te Ching, uh Great Learning, Doctrine of the Mean, and the only one I didn't finish, Confucian Analects. And the only one I didn't finish was the works of Mencius. And Mencius, I think, is like Confucius's grandson who got trained by one of his students. But those books, that's like the core of Eastern philosophy, and that's like part of what my whole Hotep philosophy of otakuism is. I'm an otaku, but I'm also a Hotep nigga. So I combine Black historical studies and occultism with anime fandom obsession, combined with being a novelist. By way of Russell Banks. So that's pretty much the ingredients of me and Pandit Cole, the illuminated one. I've also been doing YouTube for a long time. I'm curious if I stream consistently enough for long enough, if I will eventually get views. YouTube, from going live, from my experience going live, it doesn't appear it's as easy to get just random people clicking on your live. Like on TikTok, I'll randomly get people clicking on my lives. I'll get as many as 75 people clicking on and clicking off, which is better than nothing. So I'm gonna go grab my phone and see how much charged it is. I will be right back. Just wait for me to come back. Okay, I'm back. Nobody, because I still have no viewers, but that's okay. So we're about to get the TikTok live going, so that way we can be double streaming here. So I need to change the title on this to bad mouthing your favorite anime. And that is oh, what the hell? Why is this shit all blurry? Why am I blurry, guys? I'm fucking blurry here because my camera lens is dirty, I think. I don't know. Hello, TikTok. We are live streaming from the Master Otaku podcast. Look, my phone's already wants to die, bruh. Like, come on, bruh. I just started it. I just started the stream. My shit already wants to die. So this is the Master Otaku podcast. I am bad mouthing your favorite anime. Today we are live on YouTube and TikTok both. So basically we are both places. And who is this? This is UFOlogy. Let's talk about aliens. I'm gonna start just inviting people onto my fucking live, bro. I don't know how to do it, but I think you can. I don't know how to invite people. I don't know how to do it. Well, I don't know how to do that, but feel free to request invites to the live. Um, we're live streaming on YouTube. We're live streaming on TikTok. This is the Bad Mouthing Your Favorite Anime stream. So whatever your favorite anime is, just let me know and I will talk shit about it. No, that's not really what I'm here to do. I'm more so just kind of joking with people, but I will badmouth your favorite anime if it's One Piece, because One Piece sucks. No, I'm just kidding. It doesn't suck. So just pretty much hanging out. I was giving YouTube already kind of a little spiel on who I am, but I guess I'll go ahead and run it down for TikTok. I am a master otaku / Hotepper. So I specialize in cultural anthropology, media analysis, Black history, Black Hotep knowledge, aka nigga-isms, and or African lore and mythology, world mythology, different subgenres, horror movies, slasher movies, anime. I am an anime historian. I basically just study a lot of shit. I'm what's called a public intellectual. So I am very anti-establishment, anti-system, anti-education system. Dropped out of high school, went to college for a year, junior college, whatever. Was awarded MVP of the newspaper journalism, but whatever. I'm a gonzo. I'm a gonzo head. You know what I'm saying? So as a gonzo head, I follow the legacy of Hunter S. Thompson, gonzo journalism, which combines journalism with fiction and psychedelics, because I have done shrooms, I have smoked weed. Yeah, I've done content creation for a long time. YouTube channels that really didn't go that far, that really didn't do that much. I did internet radio based out of the capital of California, Sacramento, where I did internet radio, interviewing rappers from the Bay Area, from Northern California. Of course, we have, legends like Brother Lynch, Sibo, Mozzie. Those are like the biggest rappers to ever make out of Sacramento. Yeah, so I'm just here hanging out, bad mouthing people's favorite animes. One Piece, honestly, bruh, I don't even hate on One Piece that hard. I feel like One Piece fans, their mission is to hate on Bleach. Their mission is to say every other anime sucks because they love One Piece. And here's the fucking, I don't love One Piece. I don't even like it. But I don't talk shit about it just because Bleach is the best anime in history. No, you watch One Piece, love your pirates. I'm just not for it. I don't dig pirates like that. Pirates of the Caribbean was cool and everything, but I just don't love One Piece, bruh. I've watched it. I don't like cartoony styles. That's the thing. I just don't like cartoony animation. There's some anime that I think just have a certain fan base, like JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. I tried to get into JoJo's. I've seen the old classic shit from the 90s, the original OVAs. I think those were really cool. I watched the first 2 series of JoJo's. So I had a troll talking shit to me in the comment section saying, "Oh, if you quit JoJo's during Stardust Crusaders, I know that means you didn't watch it." And what I hate about the internet, I'm gonna be real, I hate this about the internet. How people tell you what the fuck is true. Like if I say I watched JoJo, don't tell me no, you didn't. I did. How are you gonna tell me I didn't watch some shit I watched? I'm telling you, I watched it. I watched season 1 and 2 of JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. I was watching Stardust Crusaders. I was trying to binge the whole show, scale the whole series. I got bored of Stardust Crusaders. You have to admit, it's a very formulaic model. They are traveling. They have some travel hijinks. There's a new fucking guy to fight. And then, they do a fight. One of them is going to be the one that uses their, whatever those spirit things are called. And then the episode ends, and then it's the next one. And then every episode is like that. So after like 20 of those and the weird one with the orangutan, I was like, okay, yeah, it's cool. I like the art style, you know, and then I tried to skip ahead. That didn't work. So I don't hate JoJo's either. Like, I see people who don't like One Piece and don't like JoJo's who talk shit about it. And I see people who love One Piece and love JoJo's say every other anime is shitty. I just like the shit I like. I did a list of my favorite anime, bruh. Listen to this shit. Someone said the most out of pocket, and it's bothered me ever since. I'm still mad about it. That's why I'm bringing it up. I had a list of my favorite anime from Samurai Champloo, Evangelion, Claymore, Berserk. Like, I like dark, edgy shit. Gantz, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. I had my list, and then some asshole comments, oh, those are like all the same anime. Just because it's dark, edgy anime, they say it's the same anime, bro. Like, just because it's dark, oh, it's the same anime. So you're telling me Demon Knight Girls with Swords is the same as Shinji fucking in a robot? Like, what? That's not the same shit. Oh, and that's the same as Samurai Champloo. Hip hop samurais in feudal Japan is the same as Demon Knight Girls with Swords and crybaby ass nigga in a robot. Those are the same anime, right? Because they're dark and edgy. So they're the same? No, not the same. I like new anime. I love old anime. I grew up in the 2000s. I'm a 90s kid, last batch of millennials, 1995ers, stand up. So I don't hate on shit. You know, I'm at the age of unk. Like, I'm unk. Like, yeah, I'm unk. Motherfuckers call me unk. My sisters be like, oh, you're yapping. Da, 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 da. But I don't hate on the Gen Zs. I try to pick up your guys' slang. I just try to pick up slang. Whenever my sisters throw out a new slang, I snatch it up. You know, so put the fries in the bag. Put the fries in the bag, you guys. Like, I just want to snatch up whatever the slang is. I want to be hip. I want to stay cool. I'm an otaku, so I have what's it called? Arrested Development. So I'm still perpetually 17. I mean, what the fuck? I barely leave my house. I'm perpetually 17. I'm a master otaku. So, and I see like other people do streams about anime, and I'm not hating, but I just feel like people have very bland opinions on their anime taste, you know, and they get on TikTok and their shit be popping. They be having 30, 40 people in the chat and shit. And I'm like, okay, okay. And I be dropping little comments, and it's not that I'm trying to get shouted out. I just want to see like if they're going to say, like if they're going to respond to it, or if I can prompt them like AI, if I can prompt them to say some deep shit or some real shit. And a lot of times they don't. They don't say shit. They just scroll past it and they just go, yeah, Luffy rules. He wears whatever fucking straw hat. So, you know, that's why I called this the bad mouthing your favorite anime. There's not too many anime I hate because I love anime so fucking much. There really isn't too many anime I can say, well, I don't like that one. Like, I even shit I don't like, I still respect it, but I'll talk trash about it if you want me to. I'll badmouth your favorite anime. So feel free to drop your favorite anime in the chat if you want me to talk shit about it, or if you just want to chat about it, or if you guys want to request to join the chat, I'm down. Whatever, 18 and plus, of course. But yeah, so I don't know, guys. I'm just a guy who likes anime a lot. In junior high, back before anime was cool, I was a fucking weeb, you know what I'm saying? Before there was the term weeb, so like OG otaku. I prefer otaku. Okay, so let me break this down. This is what I wanted to talk about earlier when I was watching someone else's stream. So you can break down anime fandom into three categories. There's three types of people watching anime in the world right now. Now, the whole tourist thing, I don't really call people tourists. Like, to me, that's very gatekeepy. Like, oh, you're a tourist. Anyone who stumbles into something that they're not obsessed with, you could say, well, they're a tourist. You know what I'm saying? Like, if a nigga never seen Spider-Man before and you put on Spider-Man and they're watching Spider-Man, suddenly they're a tourist. So I don't really categorize people as tourists. But what I will call you is a casual. So level 1 anime watchers are casuals. Casuals are people who casually watch anime. They might have watched it because it popped up on Netflix. While they were at home, Netflix chilling after they went out and got all their date night snacks at Trader Joe's, they fucking seen Demon Slayer was on Netflix and they started watching Demon Slayer, them and Bay, and they're sitting there watching Demon Slayer all snugly in their blankets. Those are casuals. They don't know shit about anime. They don't know who Akira Toriyama is. They don't know about Berserk. They don't know that Griffith did everything wrong. They don't know none of that shit. They're just casuals. They're regular ass people who happen to watch anime because it's cool and trendy now, so it's very accessible. Those are casuals. Some people might call those tourists. I'm not going to call them tourists. And what's wrong with being a tourist? What is a tourist? Can we define what a tourist is? Because the last time I checked, a tourist was an individual who went somewhere really cool to stay for a brief period of time before they go back to their own regular life. That's what a tourist is. So there's nothing wrong with being a casual. There's nothing wrong with being an anime tourist or whatever you want to call it. But that's level 1. Level 2 anime fandom is weebs. And weeb is not the same as an otaku. Weeb is a different categorization. To me, weebs are Western anime fans who have not been fully initiated into the deep anime occult or the deep anime realm. They don't have full knowledge of lore, history, or possibly an appreciation and respect and reverence for Japanese culture. Because anime comes from Japan. So if you don't have a reverence for Japan, you can only appreciate anime so much. And I see a lot of weebs where it's more of like a whimsical thing. They kind of mock anime, but their whole identity is, I watch anime, I'm different, but they kind of mock it. They're like, oh, how stupid is this? How ridiculous is this? And it's like, do you even like this shit? Why are you even watching it if you're mocking it? I've even seen like panel experts at cons do this shit. And I'm like, bruh, like I seen a dude at a con dressed like Luigi trash Evangelion and then say Ranma 1/2 is the best anime ever made. I was like, I'm going to assault this man. I literally wanted to beat the fuck out of him like Spike Spiegel. I just wanted to pow, 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 hit him with a kung fu combination. I'm like, bro, did you just say that? Did you just say Ranma 1/2 is the best anime of all time and Evangelion is shit? Come the fuck on. You're dressed like Luigi. I already want to kick your ass, you know? So those are weebs. Weebs are pretty much Western anime fans who don't truly love anime. It's more of a spectacle for them. That's basically what I'm insinuating. For them, it's a spectacle. They like it because it makes them seem different. They don't really respect Japan the same way, you know, people love hip hop, but hate the hood, you know, that kind of a thing. Then you have level 3 otaku. Otaku means you are anime obsessed. It is your religion and or lifestyle. You are someone who seldom leaves home. Do you guys know otaku means close to home? That's literally what the fuck otaku means. It means close to home. It means barely leaves the house. It means watching anime all the motherfucking time type shit. That is what otaku means. So if you're otaku, you know about the history of Japan or your deep reverence for Japan, Japanese culture, samurais, ninjas, you have good taste in anime in terms of a wide variety. You've seen a lot of shit. You know a lot of titles. You know a lot about anime. You know about the tropes of anime. You know about different ins and outs, and you can recommend anime to other people. That's an otaku. And then beyond that is what I call Beastmaster level otaku, which is a level 4. Beastmaster otaku basically means you're Kage level shinobi. You take this shit literal. You're a real life soul fucking reaper if you're a fucking Beastmaster otaku. You're a level 4. You're a soul reaper. You're a fucking shinobi. You ninja run when you have to cross the street and there's a lot of traffic. You do that shit as an adult. You keep Pokemon cards in your wallet just for respect because you respect the era before everyone knew what a Pikachu was. Before they knew what a Pikachu was. Back when I was a kid, the 3 most popular anime that were mainstream, but the shit was still niche, was Yu-Gi-Oh!, Pokemon, and DBZ. And that shit was basically only for kids. Adults would refer to it as, oh, the cartoon where they be screaming, the guy with the pointy yellow hair. Like, that's all they knew. They didn't know what a Pikachu was. They didn't know what a Yama Yugi was. They didn't know what Kaiba Corp and all this shit was, bro. They didn't know about none of this shit. They know about Digimon. And here's the reality about Pokemon versus Digimon. I grew up watching Pokemon, right? Officer Jenny, Professor Oak, Ash Ketchum, Misty in her little shorts, Brock does the cooking, Meowth can talk, Jesse and James, Team Rocket. Like, I know all that shit, bro. I was watching original fucking Pokemon Ash day one. Nigga missed out on all the starter packs and got the crazy ass Pikachu who won't go in a Pokeball. That's how my dog Lucius was. He would not go on a leash. He didn't want to be in a crate. He was like Pikachu. Like, this nigga was crazy, but he was great. He was awesome as shit. So Pokemon was cool and everything. But Digimon's better. Digimon's fucking better. Digimon's better because I don't want to lose my Pikachu to evolve him into a Raichu. If I evolve my Pikachu into a Raichu, I never get to see my Pikachu again. That's very sad. If I evolve my Eevee into a fucking into a Voltron, which, let's go back to Game Boy Color days, Pokemon Red with the Charizard on it. Yeah, I had a Voltron and my Voltron was the shit. But anyway, I want to be able to see my Eevee again. Plus, it's much more easy to carry around a Kuramon or walk around with the Agumon than have to ride on the shoulder of a fucking Greymon, okay? But I might need a Greymon if I'm fighting an Ogremon. Or if we run into some ultimate level Digimon, or God forbid, mega level Digimon, I need this nigga to go Skull Greymon, Metal Greymon, War Greymon. We might run into a fucking what's the wolf nigga? Garurumon. We might need to fucking do a fusion Digivolve, Warp Digivolve with Metal Garurumon and get Omnimon in this bitch. So that's why Digimon are better. Digivices were the original smartphone. You had a Digivice. You got to go to the digital world. They were in the internet way before niggas were on social media, surfing the web, defending the world from inside the fucking internet in the Digimon movie. And the Digimon movie's the shit. The Pokemon movie's the shit. Mewtwo was the shit. Mewtwo Strikes Back. But I'm just saying, I prefer Digimon. They could talk. It was more hardcore anime. The fights were better. The Digivolutions were cooler. They could Digivolve back and forth. And the seasons, each season was different. Digimon Adventures 2 isn't one of my favorites, but that shit got dark. That shit got fucking dark. If you're a 2000s kid or if you've seen all the Digimons, tell me Digimon Season 2 did not scar you as a kid when they got to the arc where the mummy dude and the spider chick were getting eaten and killed and shit. That shit was dark. And Digimon Season 1 was dark with the vampire nigga. When Wizardmon got killed by the vampire nigga, bruh. Come on, bruh. Like, Digimon got dark, bro. That shit got fucking dark as shit. Digimon was dark. And then Season 3 Digimon is literally Evangelion. Like, the shit is created by the guy who did Serial Experiments Lane. That shit was warped. That shit was dark as fuck. They got to biomerge with the Digimon. Digimon 4, I don't love. I don't love it. I like the movie Island of Lost Digimon. That shit was cool, but I didn't love Digimon 4. Like, I didn't love Digimon 4. Digimon Savers was honestly pretty cool. The dude who was throwing hands with Digimon, he had to punch a Digimon to get his data shit going so he could Digivolve his Agumon. And then they brought back Agumon. Like, that one was cool. I didn't finish the whole show, but Digimon Savers deserves a little bit of praise. And Digimon Tri-Adventure, I couldn't get into those. I mean, I'm glad they brought Digimon back. Now they have a new Digimon. Now Digimon's finally getting hype. People are finally respecting Digimon. But Digimon was always better than Pokemon, bro. It always was. And Yu-Gi-Oh's cool too, but I wasn't collecting Yu-Gi-Oh cards for real. Like, I would watch Yu-Gi-Oh because that shit would be on WB. Like, I was watching WB. I was watching Batman Beyond, Static Shock, Yu-Gi-Oh, motherfucking, what the fuck else they have on that shit? Yu-Gi-Oh, fucking all the Justice League cartoons. I'm trying to think of WB. X-Men Evolution. X-Men fucking Evolution, bruh. Why did X-Men Evolution do the Apocalypse arc better than the X-Men movie? Like, I waited for that X-Men Apocalypse movie my entire life. And that shit was garbage. That shit was trash. That's the worst X-Men movie, I think. Like, that shit is garbage, bro. Like, I do not like that shit. I didn't like Logan either. I'm gonna be real. I never even finished that shit. I do not like Logan. Why does everyone love that fucking movie? I do not like that shit. when fucking Wolverine was having to help Professor X and this nigga's all senile and shit. He's like, oh, Scott, where are you? That shit was depressing. Fuck that. Fuck that shit. That shit was depressing as fuck. I did not like Logan, bro. That's why I jumped off the train. I like Dark Phoenix because I like that chick, Sophie Turner. She's hot. And I think X-Men Dark Phoenix was cool. Like that shit was cool. And that shit was you know, it was like it was more like the comic books, you know what I'm saying? So that's why, and I don't know if I can do this, if it's gonna work, but hopefully this doesn't end my stream. Hopefully you guys can still see my ass. I don't know. Could you guys still see me? Oh, you guys can. Okay, cool. My bad. I had to text real quick. But yeah, so nobody ever dropped shit in their live. But hey, if you guys have a favorite anime, drop it in the chat. Let me badmouth your favorite anime. I'm not really gonna talk trash, bro, because your favorite anime, I probably like it. I'll just give you guys my take on your anime. Throw your anime out there. If you have an anime you think's really good, come on, drop it in the chat. Let the world judge it and judge you. Let us judge you for your anime taste. It's not that scary. Drop it in the chat. I'm not going to talk that bad about it. The anime I hate the most is One Piece, and I didn't even talk shit about it. So I can't really say nothing that bad. Like I said, I love anime so much, I don't really hate any anime, you know? But yeah, so Digimon's better than Pokemon. What other hot takes is there on anime? Like Chainsaw Man is mid? Chainsaw Man is mid? I mean, the anime is mid. And for once, I actually read the whole manga. Before Chainsaw Man came out, when the hype first fucking started, when people first started saying Chainsaw Man's gonna be the next great shonen, I read the whole manga all the way to the end. I could give you spoilers right now. I won't. I read the beginning of Chainsaw Man Part 2. I was reading that shit. So the anime was just mid, bruh, because they don't want to animate the Chainsaw Man. They use the CGI shit. They use that berserk CGI because they don't want to take the time to animate him because he has all the teeth and the chainsaws. So they just go fuck it and they computerize it. I hope the movie's better. I probably won't get to see it because niggas broke right now. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I probably would think it's mid anyway. But I like the Reze arc. I think the Reze arc is the perfect arc of Chainsaw Man to get a movie. Because it's the horniest, the most, oh yeah, Denji's trying to get laid ass Chainsaw Man arc. You know, Reze, aka Bomb. Like, yeah, it's the best one. They do good Sakuga slice of life, but we'll have to, come on. I could see from the trailer, they're still CGIing the Chainsaw Man shit. If it was not going to be CGI ass Chainsaw Man, it would have took like another 2 years for them to fucking animate it. You know what I'm saying? It would have took longer for them to animate it. But that's okay. They can do that shit. No problem, Mappa. You guys got the crown. You guys are on top, right? Well, actually, Ufotable's on top because Demon Slayer Infinity Castle is beating Hollywood. I mean, you know, I always knew the best way to do anime would be to do a season and then do a movie. When I started writing my own anime in high school, that's what I planned. I'm going to do episodes and then go do a movie in theaters. Then everyone will go to theaters. It'll be a big cultural event. And then the series will continue to pick up momentum and steam. And that's going to become some great ass shit, you know? So I kind of see in the future. I'm not going to lie. But Demon Slayer is cool. Like, I like Demon Slayer. I like a lot of the modern anime. I feel like, I was talking about this on my other stream. Like, after Attack on Titan, for a while, anime was mid. You know, shit was mid, bro. Shit was real mid. It was mid from like 2015 to 2018. Anime was very fucking mid. Like, there's not really any good anime that came out then. I'm not saying none, but not a lot. You know what I'm saying? Not a whole fucking lot, bro. Like, Parasite and Tokyo Ghoul were like the best 2 anime that came out after Attack on Titan. And those came out in 2014. And only season 1 Tokyo Ghoul is really that good. So after 2018, Devilman Crybaby kicked off the Netflix anime boom. Mind you, do you guys remember when they first started doing Netflix original anime? they gave Jaden Smith anime. That's how they kicked off Netflix anime. They said, "Oh, you guys like Devilman Crybaby? You ever want to see Jaden Smith do an anime?" No, nigga. Fuck no. Fuck no, we don't. No, what was that? What in the fuck was that? No, we do not want that. But eventually, they picked up a little bit of steam. They threw Baki out there. So it's like, okay, you guys got Baki in your pocket. I'm surprised how much Baki they make. I can't catch up with the shit. Because it takes real long to watch a Baki season. Like, don't those episodes just drag the fuck on? Like, I like Baki, but it's like, damn, it feels like it takes me 10 years to watch 10 episodes. And then the last arc with Pickle, and that shit's disturbing. I don't know what it is. Pickle just freaks me out. He freaks me out. Like, when the Pickle arc dropped, I'm like, ooh, new Baki. Yeah, get it. And then Pickle, I'm like, what the fuck? And I turned that shit off, and I just was trying to rewatch it, bro. I still can't get into it. I don't know what it is. And there's like 24 episodes of that shit. They did the crossover Baki anime with the other Fight Guy anime. And then there's a new Baki coming out already. I'm like, damn, I'm not even caught up on the Pickle arc. Like, damn, they just keep dropping Baki after Baki after Baki. Hey, for Baki fans, have you guys seen the original Baki? The original Baki from back in the day has him fighting like a big ass like gorilla monster. That shit was fire. He has like red hair in the old anime. That shit was dope. But yeah, so like I like modern anime. I like Demon Slayer, Jujutsu Kaisen. I can't wait for the movie. You know what I'm saying? They're doing the movie of the Shibuya arc with like some of the new shit from season 3. That shit's gonna be fire. Virgin Punk coming out in November for my hardcore anime stans who know about Kite and shit like that. Mezzoforte. But yeah, I mean, it's a great time to be an anime fan in the future. When anime gets to go to the movies and everyone likes it and it's cool and trendy and hot girls cosplay and anime can get you laid in the future unless you're a real otaku because we never get laid. That's what makes you otaku. If you're getting laid, you can't call yourself a level 4 otaku. If you get laid, you're a casual, bitch. You're not putting enough time into anime if you're getting laid. That means you're a fucking casual. You might be a weeb, but you're a fucking casual. If you have time to get laid, oh, you're not a real otaku, bruh. You're fucking casual, bro. You're fucking casual. You're a tourist. What the fuck? Otakus don't get laid. Are you serious? If you're otaku getting laid, what are you doing? You're not even fucking cool in the fandom. Get out of our Discord if you get laid. What the fuck? That should be my opening stand-up bit. I watch a lot of anime, so of course what that means is I never get laid. That's the defining terms to be an ultimate otaku. If you get laid, you're a casual. You're a tourist. Because you're not spending enough time watching anime then. So I don't know, guys. I don't really know what else I want to talk about. My phone honestly is gonna die. I wanted to go live hella bad, and my phone, of course, only had 22%. I put it on TikTok live, and instantly my shit said about to die. I was like, damn, bruh. Like, are you serious? So, it is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. Shout out to the Riz. Hey, if you guys are dropping in and out of the chat, drop a like, drop me a like in the chat. Can I write into the chat myself? I don't think I can. That's one thing I haven't figured out about chat. Is there no way for me to fucking write into the chat? Because I never know how to do it, bro. Oh, look here, suggested invites. I'm scared to invite people. I can't do that, bro. How am I supposed to invite randoms I don't know? They're gonna be like, who the fuck is this? You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be like, what the fuck? But feel free to send an invite if you guys are in the chat. I don't give a fuck. I talk shit about anime. That's pretty much what I do here. Oh, can I do an AI wallpaper? No, I don't want to do that. Fuck AI, AI has given me a lot of fucking headaches. It's given me a lot of headaches as of lately. My shit's about to die, though. So, let me see how much battery my phone has. My phone has like 3% battery, bruh. So, seeing you guys never respond in the chat. Everyone lurks. I don't know why everyone lurks. Why do you guys lurk on me so much, bruh? Look, see, look, you guys are seeing my chat of my stream. So I gotta go, guys. Nobody engaged. A lot of people joined, but nobody stuck around and nobody wanted to say anything. So peace out. I'll see you guys next time. Adios. Arrivederci, bitches. 28 viewers, but no likes. Well, okay. Nobody popped into the YouTube chat. Well, fuck you guys too. At least but what was cool about this is I live streamed the YouTube. So now everything I was talking about Instagram, that was a lot of good material. That was some funny shit. So now it's saved and backed up on the YouTube. All right, guys, gotta go. Peace out. Adios, bitches.